What's good? What's good? I'm back. Yours truly, one and only Paul Pickett, host of the Paul Pickett Podcast, aka Triple P, aka the Common Sense Podcast, your source for music, sports, politics, world events, and much, much more. Please don't forget that I pre-record my podcast, the video version and the audio version, and I also go live on TikTok as well. The video version gets uploaded to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, BitChute, Rumble. Then I stream it live on Twitter and Twitch, and the audio version to go to Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, Slacker, iHeartRadio, Player FM, and much, much more. I want to get into the last two playoff games. Of course, I'm gonna start with the Lakers going down 3-0 to Denver. They got to play Denver tonight. So Lakers will probably become barbecue chicken tonight. Even though if I think anybody's gonna win the next game in their series, being down 3-0, because the Celtics are down 3-0 too, I think it'd be the Lakers. Let me get into the box score of last game. Michael Porter Jr. gave you 14 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Aaron Gordon didn't do too much, but he always plays hard and plays within the system. Jokic, he had I guess you say, one of his not so better games in the playoffs, but he still had 24 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds on only 2 turnovers. Contavious Caldwell Pope, KCP, gave you 17 points. Jamal Murray gave you 37, mostly in the first half. And Bruce Brown gave you 15. This is the thing, man. Once again, Denver has 6 guys that they count on pretty much night in, night out to show up every night. And Aaron Gordon, like I said, he didn't do much, but he plays defense hard. And he's a big body. You still got 5 guys out of the 6 showed up and balled out. Porter Jr., Jokic, Caldwell Pope, Jamal Murray, and Bruce Brown. I mean, this is a very, very well-balanced team. Let's get into the Lakers. You got 23 from LeBron, 12 assists, 7 rebounds. But he was a -4. Anthony Davis gave you 28 points, 18 rebounds, but he was a -12. 23 from Austin Reeves, but he was a -15. This is the problem with the Lakers. The Lakers have got consistency out of LeBron, AD, and Austin Reeves for the most part, and Rui Hachimura off the bench. But Darvin Ham, he made a mistake. He made a mistake when he decided the game before last that he was going to start Jared Vanderbilt. I would have actually he started Jared Vanderbilt over Dennis Schroeder. I would have started Jared Vanderbilt over D'Angelo Russell if I was going to do that. And to be honest with you, I think they should have started Rui Hachimura. And D'Angelo Russell, if they want any chance of winning this next game, he's got to go to the bench. Screw his feelings. Screw if he's going to get sensitive, because I seen an article out there that it might be an issue of him coming off the bench because he might be upset about that. Well, screw him. He's trying to win a championship. If he's going to be upset about that, then he's not a championship caliber player anyways. He's not willing to make the sacrifices that need to be made to win a championship. I would start Dennis Schroeder over D'Angelo Russell. If you want to keep Vanderbilt a small forward, that's fine, but I would start Rui Hachimura at small forward, keep LeBron at power forward, AD at center, Austin Reeves at 2 guard, and Dennis Schroeder at point guard, and have D'Angelo Russell come off the bench and maybe he'll get a little bit inspiration, or get some kind of little kick in the ass, knowing that he got to come off the bench and he's not starting. And I would actually play Lonnie Walker a little more than D'Angelo Russell too. But they should have. It's a little too late for all that now, though. It's a little too late for all that, as far as I'm concerned. There's people out there thinking that LeBron James is going to come back from this one. Um, I don't know that Michael Jordan will come back from this one. I don't know that Michael Jordan will come back from this one. It's you're asking a little too much. All right, let me get into last night's game, and to whoever tried to come in on my live, I am pre-recording, so I can't interact with you on my live, and I can't press the accept button. Um, let's get into Boston, Miami last night. Celtics quit. Boston Celtics, and we say the name wrong anyways. It's really supposed to be the Boston Celtics. Celtic, because it's like named after Celtic warriors, but it's like in America we also say Genghis Khan, and it's or we say Genghis Khan. My bad. We say Genghis Khan, and it's Genghis Khan. We're like Genghis Khan, Genghis Khan. No, it's Genghis Khan, and it's not Celtics. It's Celtics. The Celtics need to change their name because they weren't playing like no Warriors last night. They quit. They gave up. They lost 128 to 102. Um, this is embarrassing. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum together combined for 26 points. Leading scorer was Jason Tatum with 14. Grant Williams gave you 12 off the bench. You had like Peyton Pritchard gave you 12 off the bench. I mean, Luke Cornett gave you 11 off the bench. You had bitch dudes scoring the same amount of points as Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, pretty much. It was pathetic. I mean, it's pathetic. Jaylen Brown shot 35%. Jason Tatum, 33%. Derek White, 33%. Marcus Smart, 25%. Grant Williams shot 70%. Robert Williams. That's the thing. They didn't start Robert Williams again either. What's going on here? They're like, I don't know why they flip-flopped the lineup again. Luke Kennard, yeah, I guess his name. Luke Kennard gave you 80% shooting, 60% shoot for Peyton Pritchard. It is a disaster. It was pathetic. They quit. You only got 16 from Jimmy Butler, but Bam Adebayo gave you 13. Max Strus gave you 10. 29 from Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent had more points than Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum combined. Let me say that again. I mean, I can't. Gabe Vincent. And Gabe Vincent is a pro player. He's a starting pro player for a team in the Western Conference Finals. I'm not disrespecting Gabe Vincent. No disrespect to him, but he had more points than Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum combined. I like want to throw my hat off and just throw it at the wall, but I can't. Because this right here might be the hat of a champion right here. And I've had, for anybody saying, oh, you just bought that hat because Denver's winning. No, I've actually had this hat for probably a decade now, from when I used to sell snapbacks, and I don't sell snapbacks no more. And you see it's got the military brim. Y'all don't see, like, that's the thing. I used to sell the snapbacks that, like, you never see nowhere else. And this one is one too, the military brim. And of course, I like a lot of military brims because I live in Fayetteville, North Carolina, otherwise known as Fort Bragg. I know they changed it to Fort Liberty, but I will never call it Fort Liberty. They can go to hell with that bullshit. It's Fort Bragg to the day I die. I don't care if people are sensitive because apparently Bragg was a Confederate. I don't care about all that. I know it as Fort Bragg. It's what I've known it as my whole lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling it Fort Liberty. That sounds whack anyway. They couldn't think of a better name than Fort Liberty, man. I'm not even going to say what it sounds like. Oh yeah, and Duncan Robinson gave you 22 off the bench, and Caleb Martin also gave you 18 off the bench. Miami Heat culture is the modern day Spurs culture. They're what Spurs culture used to be. Spurs culture is not that no more. Maybe they could get back to that now that Victor Wembanyama is coming there. You know, but I don't know if you're going to be able to coach Victor Wembanyama the way you coach Tim Duncan. Maybe you will because you got Tony Parker, the French connection. But this is what Miami Heat culture is all about, man. And Duncan Robinson, man, for a cat that was looking like he had one of the worst contracts in the league. I mean, Duncan Robinson has when they called on Duncan Robinson in the playoffs this year. Duncan Robinson has answered, man. I mean, he was 7 for 11 last night, 5 for 7 for threes. With Tyler Hero being out, and my homeboy was saying like, do they want Tyler Hero coming back and messing things up? I mean, they're probably going. I gotta ask myself. I mean, they're probably gonna need Tyler Hero to beat the Denver Nuggets. I mean, I understand Heat culture, Jimmy Butler balling out, a lot of good dudes on here. Bam Adebayo, but Bam Adebayo is gonna have his hands filled with the Joker. Jimmy's gonna have his hands filled with Jamal Murray, and Denver Cats can get cooking as well. They can get cooking in the kitchen as well. Um, I definitely don't think it'll be a sweep. And that's the thing. Like, I want to look this up. I'm gonna Google something. Has there ever been two teams to get swept in the NBA Western Conference Finals in the same year? Um, and I guess it ain't. It doesn't have the info. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say never ever has two teams been swept in the Western Conference Finals. Has one team like let's see has a team ever been swept in the NBA Western Conference Finals? Um, there's never been a season where both conference finals ended in sweeps. I knew that. I knew that. There's never been. I know that. It just sounds so unrealistic, and I think the Lakers might win the next game, but this could be the first year where both Western Conference Finals become sweeps, and it's really pathetic on the Boston Celtics side, not the Celtics, because they're about probably gonna get swept by an eighth seed. I think they'll get swept because they quit this game. They quit last night. Lakers didn't necessarily quit, and the Lakers aren't gonna quit to the very last second. So it's like if this game is just a complete blowout towards the beginning, then they might quit. But LeBron, AD, and the boys, they're not gonna quit. I wouldn't be shocked if they do win a game. If they do, it won't be because of what Stephen A. Smith said that the Denver Nuggets decided they just wanted to celebrate back in Denver. I think the Denver Nuggets just want to pull out the broomstick, sweep them, just put the dagger in their hearts, put the dagger in their hearts, just a nail in a coffin, man. You know, don't play around. You don't want to play around anyways. You don't want to just give away games just so you could celebrate in front of your home crowd. You don't want to do that. I mean, I've seen plenty times in the finals where teams just they wasn't trying to lose no games so they could go back home and celebrate. They won the championship. Like I think when Cleveland came back 3-1, they won it in Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like let's they didn't care about we gotta win it at home, especially they were down 3-1 anyways. They couldn't. You know what I'm saying? But I know people are sitting up thinking like, oh, LeBron's came back from 3-1 before. Well, that was LeBron like damn near 8 years ago. You know, he had a young Kyrie Irving who, without that game-winning shot, they ain't no 3-1 coming back. And Kyrie Irving was balling out through his mind too. He was putting up 30, 40-point games through that comeback too. Anthony Davis hasn't been putting up these monstrous number of games in this series. Anthony Davis, I mean, he's done good. He's played well. But you got to realize he put up a 40-point game and they lost. Anthony Davis is pretty much, it doesn't matter what he does, it hasn't made a difference for the series. Same thing with LeBron. Because really, the reason they're losing this series is because D'Angelo Russell. I would argue that if Kyrie Irving was on this team right now, they'd at least have a game or two under the belt. They wouldn't be down 3-0. You know what I'm saying? D'Angelo Russell gave you literally nothing. Nada. Zilch. And both of these teams, Jaylen Brown is qualified for a $280 million contract. Jason Tatum just qualified for a $300 million contract. No way you could pay these guys $500 million. No way you could pay these guys $500 million to get outscored. Both get outscored in a must-win game. They can both get outscored by Gabe Vincent, and Jimmy Butler don't even give you but 16 points. And Bam Adebayo gives you 13. Of course, Bam Adebayo had 3 amazing plays last night, dunks. Oh my gosh. I mean, he had one dunk where he did a 360 and just two-hand. Then he had an alley-oop where he just cocked back and just and Bam Adebayo, of course, was raised in North Carolina as well, even though he was born in Jersey, he was raised in the Carolinas. But yeah, man, I can't pay Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown $500 million to get outscored by Gabe Vincent in a must-win game in the Western Conference Finals. They were literally -25 and -23, man. Malcolm Brogdon gave you literally nothing off the bench. 0 for 6, 0 points. If I'm a Boston fan, man, I would be like so pissed right now. And I can't be as disappointed in the Lakers because they're a 7th seed going up against a 1 seed. Boston is a 2 seed going up against an 8th seed, and they're down 3-0 in the Western Conference Finals. And they literally had an opportunity to win this game when Jimmy Butler only scored 16 points, but you let Gabe Vincent outscore Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. But what do you expect from a Duke player? They don't really got that it factor, man. Except, I guess, Kyrie Irving. Yep. They're gonna have to make some definite moves. I'm already hearing like Lakers. They're talking about Lakers making moves. They're talking about Lakers keeping Austin Reeves, trying to go after Kyrie, and they probably won't be able to sign Rui Hachimura either. If I'm the Lakers, I try to re-sign Austin Reeves, Rui, and try to get Kyrie if they can. Everybody else can fucking go, man. They can go. And you can't if they re-sign D'Angelo Russell. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. And LeBron might resign for one more year. And that's it. LeBron's only gonna play one more year in a Laker jersey. Well, that is if Bronny is a one and done. I don't know that Bronny's gonna be necessarily a one and done. LeBron might have to give you 2 more years in a Lakers jersey because I don't know that Bronny is a one and done. But we'll see. I'm I'm betting on Bronny, man. I would like to see what Bronny can become, man. It's very interesting to see what Bronny can become. The kid got more pressure on him than any motherfucker I know, man. I think LeBron was right when that, like, you shouldn't have named the kid Junior. Michael Jordan didn't name none of his kids after him. I don't think he wanted to put that pressure on him. It's not the same as like Gary Payton the third or Kenya Martin. The pressure is not the same. It's not the same. Shaq didn't name none of his juniors. It's not the same as like Magic Johnson Jr. or Irvin Johnson Jr. or Larry Bird Jr. or Michael Jordan Jr., LeBron James Jr. Those are different things. Steph Curry Jr. Of course, I don't know if Steph Curry's had any boys yet. But if I'm the Lakers, keep Austin Reeves. Keep Rui Hachimura if you can. I definitely would try to get Kyrie if possible. If they had Kyrie right now, they definitely have a better chance. Way better chance. But the better team is winning. If you see 2 sweeps, I wouldn't be shocked at all. I wouldn't be shocked to see a sweep. But if anybody's gonna win the next game and not get swept, I would say the Lakers, Boston, they're done. They're barbecue chicken, they're cooked. Nothing more to say, man. And there's no big NBA headlines, I don't think, really, to go over. Anthony. Oh, yeah, that's right. Carmelo Anthony announces retirement. What's so funny to this? You don't announce the retirement when you like this. I did it. He announced his retirement. He was retired. He was already retired. Nobody was offering him no contract. He wasn't getting back in the league. Stop it. You didn't announce nothing. The league announced it for you. The league announced it for you. It's just so bogus. It's so bogus. Like the way Carmelo Anthony only went out the way he went out because his own making. He didn't want to concede to the bench as a role player sooner than later. And hopefully Westbrook doesn't fall into that trap as well. But Westbrook, all due respect, plays hard on both ends of the floor. Carmelo Anthony never played hard on both ends of the floor. He never played super hard defense a day in his life. And him announcing his retirement is so bogus. The NBA announced his retirement months ago. Once again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Paul Pickett Podcast, and I'm out.